Hi everybody, it's Kim Moses with your Wad of the Day, and today I have a three-part message for you. Hopefully you don't mind me looking down at my notes, but my three-part message is be open, be fearless, and take action. First, be open. Always wear your colors. Even if you're at work, like I am right now, I'm a high school teacher, English teacher, I've got my band on, and I'm always carrying this with me. But be open and have your open sign on. Wear your colors, even at home. Let me tell you a funny story. A couple of days ago, my husband was in the backyard throwing football around with our son. We have a chain link fence, and there's a rather large ditch behind our house, separating us from the next row of houses in our neighborhood. Well, across that ditch, there was a couple building a privacy fence. And while my husband's throwing this football around with our 6-year-old, this woman yells, "Hey, do you sell Advocare?" And my husband said, "Well, yes, I do, as a matter of fact. Do you have any Spark?" And of course, he laughed and said, "Yeah, absolutely. What flavor do you want?" So he grabs a couple packets, takes the kids, and they go walk over and they introduce themselves to these neighbors who are new to the area who we've never met. She said she had seen his shirt. She could tell from across the ditch while they're building a fence that he was wearing the Advocare logo. And come to find out, after sharing our story and asking some important questions, more importantly, that they used to be advisors many years ago. They had let their distributorship lapse because of things with life and such, and this was several years ago. They didn't know about the preferred customer program. They didn't know about some of the new products out, but they loved Spark and they had missed Spark. And so we shared Spark. He got information from them. That night, they signed up as preferred customers and put in almost $200 order. So always be open. Wear your colors. Even at work, something as small as this, I get told all the time, my students notice, "Hey, we see you wearing that every single day. What is that for?" All right. Next, be fearless. Do you remember being a young kid, and just thinking that you were invincible, you were Superman, you could fly? Do you remember that? I am reminded of that constantly by our 6-year-old son. I'm going to show you a little picture right here on my desktop. These are our kids. And that's our son, his first football game last year. First time playing flag football. And he was the smallest kid out there. His second season, as a 5-year-old, he wanted to be in the under 8 group, not the under 5, because he wanted to be challenged. He wanted to play with the bigger kids. And we were a little hesitant, but I tell you what, brought tears to my eyes, because that little kid, he did not know his size was so much smaller than that of the other kids. He played with more intensity than half of them, and they put him on defense every single time, and they still do in basketball and football, because he's fearless. He is not afraid of the size of the opponent in front of him. He knows what his goal is, he knows what he wants, and he goes after it regardless of the obstacle in front of him. There is something to be said, folks, for channeling that inner fearlessness of a child. So be fearless in your pursuits of what you want. Right? Don't ever let the naysayers or any obstacles get in your way and deter you from what you're going after in life. Okay? Next, take action. Small, consistent efforts. Go visit the neighbor across the ditch, or keep up with people who you start a relationship with a year ago and they told you no, and then 6 months later told you no, and they kept telling you no. But just like a friend of ours did last night that we first initially talked to a year ago, he's been watching, he's been asking questions, we've been asking questions, developing that relationship. Last night he signed up as a preferred customer, put in almost $300 order, and he has intentions to possibly move up as a distributor. Take action. Also, I'm going to tell you what, lesson learned by me today, I sent out almost 10 messages to distributors whose distributorships are about to expire in the next 4 weeks. They had no idea. I just assumed they all knew that they were going to expire. Some of them haven't been on their microsite in a while. Some haven't checked their email. They had no clue. And one of our distributors, I let her know, and she goes, "Oh, no, that cannot happen. I can't go without my Spark. My husband has a serious addiction to Spark." So she said, "Thank you so much for letting me know." Small, consistent efforts. Don't assume anything. Take action. Wear your colors. Be fearless. Like my little boy out there in football, man. Be fearless and go after your dreams. Oh, the places you'll go if you can see it behind me. Have a great day, everybody.